Good day, everybody. Welcome to today's video. Today's video, I'm going to install this lift and leveling kit. It's 1.75 to compensate for the rear sag in my 2003 Jeep TJ. As right here, it's for 9706 TJ Wrangler. And there really isn't too much to these, but they will take care of the sag. One of the questions people are going to ask before and after is the height. So let's take a measurement. I had to get a straight edge on there, but it looks like we're about 40 3/4. So here's the instructions right here. Jack up to vehicle, floor jack underneath differential, place jack stands under the frame, just in front of the lower control arm. So the instructions say, put the jack stands just in front of the lower control arm, as so. Now I'm just gonna lower it slowly onto the stands, but not remove the jack. Just probably right there, I'm good. Remove your tires and wheels. Disconnect sway bar links, disconnect lower shock mounts, disconnect rear track arm at the axle. So underneath your differential, these are the sway bar brackets you want to disconnect. And they are 17 millimeter, at least on mine. Oh, the sway bar, you just let it hang loose right there. So if you're using the original track bar mount, once you raise the vehicle up enough, it is a T55 Torx. I've already gone through the process of removing it, and in order for this to work, you got to remove the track bar on the other end, so you can get that out. For what it's worth, I just pulled the track bar out and just laid it on the ground. To pull the rear shocks out, you're gonna need a 15 mil and an 18 mil. Lower rear differential so springs comes loose. Make sure to watch brake line lowering too far, cause damage. So at this point, sway bar disconnected, track bar is out, shocks are out, tires are off. I can lower the axle down now. Now with the axle fully down, ready to pull the spring. You can see my brake line over there. I didn't have to worry about that because I have an extended brake line. So I'm gonna pull the spring and the bump stop. remove rear coil springs and bump stops from the bump stop mounting cups. Blah, 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 blah. Now this cup is held in by a 15 mil bolt, and hopefully it should just come out pretty easy. So we got our spacer here, and we got the indentation right there, because as you can see, that's where it's got to go. And then this is going to go right on top. The instructions do not say what orientation that's supposed to go in. I don't think it matters. And then your bump stop should go in like that. And now, let's see how much of a pain in the butt this is gonna be. There we go. That one's in. At this point, you can start putting it back together. Do the sway bar links up first. Jack up the rear end a little bit to help get the shocks in easy. Then do the track bar last. And here's a shot of it outside. Looking good. Brought the rear end up a lot. That little spacer sure helped out. Let's take a measurement. Give or take about 42 3/4, or 2 inches. 2 inches. Well, there you have it. This was pretty cheap to do. In Canada, it cost me about $65 for those pucks. Took about 3-4 hours, including filming, to do. And it brought up my rear end sag that I was suffering, because that's a common issue with these Jeep TJs. So if you have any questions or comments, post them below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.